Hey guys, Shot the Monkey here. So, 2 days later, and we have the review now coming up of the Focke-Wulf FW159, which is the Tier 3 aircraft en route from the HE51 down to the Blohm Voss P.215.02, which I've now remembered off by heart because it's such a long name and I'm not going to check every single time. So yeah, so what do you know about the FW159? Well, as I said with the HE51, as you'll notice, your manoeuvrability score from the HE51s, which is registered at 88, has now come down to 80, but airspeed and altitude performance are both improved, as has the gun armament score. The aircraft still feels quite fragile, even despite the tier upgrade. I have noticed a couple of games where you take a lot of damage to either the pilot or to the wings or to the tail of the aircraft. So it doesn't feel a lot sturdier yet, but yeah, the rest of the scores, the rest of the aircraft seems to have improved. The only downside with this being at Tier 3 is that when you are top tier, you can still run into Tier 2 aircraft, and you've now lost the edge of manoeuvrability with only being a monoplane rather than a biplane. However, there is the caveat with that, is that if you have reasonably good pilot skills compared to your opponent, you can still outmaneuver biplanes in certain areas and force an advantage in that engagement against them, be it either by using terrain to your advantage or by using your aircraft's either engine power or top speed or even a stall speed engagement. It is possible, and I would suggest that if you feel like trying that out, then go ahead. I don't know if it will guarantee to be work every time, but you're coming up, you'll see that there's a battle where I do end up in a fight with a biplane and manage to pull a victory out of that fight, despite the fact the biplane initiated the combat. Anyway, enough rambling about that. Let's have a look at the upgrades tree. So as you can see, biggest upgrades with the 159 are the engines, but thankfully you only have to get the first upgrade out of the stock engine to be able to unlock the HE112. Beyond that, the airframe is just what you get is what you get, there's no upgrades there. You have upgrades to the hub-mounted weapon, first to a single FG-17, which will be mounted just here, you can see, and then the next upgrade after that is a single 20mm, which takes the place of the MG still firing out of the hub. And then you have a pair of synchronized machine guns, which are slotted in just here, once again, above the engine cowling. With regards to service, as you can see, I'm now running universal ammunition because you can mount it on this aircraft, and once again, fire extinguisher. Again, you could make the argument of first aid dressing package to heal injured crew members, but I again think fire extinguisher is slightly more valuable. I haven't run anything in equipment yet. Out of the two equipment options that you've got, I think I'd probably get up for firing accuracy over resistance to injury, simply because you want to get that 20mm working for you, because it does overheat quite quickly at this tier, but it does put out a lot of damage, but it can be quite inaccurate, and it can be quite almost like a shotgun spread. So if you can get the 20mm in close, or the aircraft up in close before you start firing with the 20mm against the target, then that'll help improve the damage that you can output quite considerably. Crew skills, not got anything here. I doubt I will put anything on, so I'm not going to cover that. Also, it's down at Tier 3, so at that point, like, I don't think there's any kind of competitive meta, so to say. It's more down to personal preference at that point. And then on from there, once the 159 is done, you go into the HE112, which, as you can see, I've already researched everything on, and I'll get a review out on that for you guys, hopefully this weekend, if not Monday at the latest, so you can got that to look forward to. With that being said, that's all I have to say on the 159. It's pretty much, just to keep it short and sweet, it just feels like flying a slightly less manoeuvrable version of the HE51. Just you get a bit of extra firepower in exchange for, you know, maybe not being as manoeuvrable, still feeling quite fragile, but you get a nice bit of extra airspeed and altitude performance on that as well. So yeah, quite a fun aircraft to fly. Not sure if it'll be one of my favourites in the line yet because I haven't got that far down, but we'll see. But definitely one of the best looking aircraft in my opinion. Before you get to the 190s, it's quite a unique design. Yeah. Anyway, that being said, I'll let you guys watch the battles I've got lined up for you. I've got one that's going to be recorded from the replay system because it was a game that ended up turning out to be a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It also includes the biplane fight that I mentioned, and then following that, there's going to be 2 further games which aren't as well scoring, but it just shows you the aircraft later on when I had it more upgraded. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll let you enjoy the battles, and I will see you next time.
You are approaching the front line. Off we go. Stay alert, pilots. Large enemy force spotted over the airfield. Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy? Over. That's it. There's no way to break through to you now. You're on your own. Victory is in sight. Keep it up. Great job today. We'll be waiting for you back home. You are approaching the front line. Off we go. captured the command center. Trying to contact the front headquarters. complete control of the skies. Way to go. Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. Support will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over. Victory is in sight. Keep it up. burn. You are approaching the front line. Off we go. Keep it up. Victory is almost ours. Air supremacy achieved. I'm proud of you, pilots. Head back home.